Hi, I'm Veda. Welcome to the costume shop. Do you have an appointment today? Oh, great. Yeah, I'm actually the one that talked to you on the phone, so I'll be handling your appointment. So, you were looking for sort of 2022 pop culture inspired costumes for Halloween? Perfect. So, I've put together a few really cool options. I figure we can start by going through those, just consulting over different elements of the costume, and then we'll do some measurements so I can get started on making the costume for you. Perfect. Now, I know you didn't have any firm ideas, but you really wanted to lean into pop culture this year, do something that either has been in the news or has been really popular. Okay, so I think I have some costumes that will fit the bill. Now, gender-wise, you didn't have a preference in terms of the gender for the costume, if it's a male character or female character. Okay, that's great. That gives us a lot to play with. So I put together some options. We can go through those together. Then we'll do the measurements, of course. First one I have, and please excuse the glare, is Daemon Targaryen from House of the Dragon. Have you been watching House of the Dragon at all? Okay, good. Yeah, this costume probably wouldn't make a whole lot of sense if you hadn't seen it, but very popular character, obviously, fan favorite. Funny story, I wasn't gonna watch the show because I was so mad at how they ended Game of Thrones, but obviously I got hooked right away. Oh yeah, I really have been enjoying it, so. So we can talk about sort of the elements of this costume. Hopefully you can see it okay. So I think one of the big things, of course, is going to be this wig. So if you can see, Daemon has sort of the quintessential Targaryen hair, that light white blonde. In this shot, it's a little bit longer, but as we know, his hair length changes throughout the season. I thought that this was a really, really good look. It is full armor. There's a lot we could do with this. We could make it a really fun, elaborate costume. Yeah. So if you look, we have the armor down the sleeves. We have sort of a breastplate here. We have down the legs as well. And two important elements in this costume I think it would be really fun to have are some of these props he carries. So we have his sword here, and then over here we have a dagger, so we can get you some props as well. We do have a whole prop room, but I actually love working on props, so I could customize them for you and make it look like Daemon's. See here underneath the armor, he wears sort of a black leather. There's some obvious stitching here that I would be able to duplicate, and it's just a lot of really cool detail. The makeup for this one would be fun too, because we could do like he's just coming out of battle, just like in this picture. So we could do sort of the dirt on the face, make it look like you've been roughed up a little bit. Or we could go more of a clean cut route, like he's in King's Landing about to get banished again or something. Yeah, this one, I think this will be really, really fun if it's something you're interested in. And I have a wig in mind that I think would look perfect. Okay, so you like that to start? We're kind of going in the right direction. Fabulous. All right. Now, the next one I have is another House of the Dragon one, obviously very, very popular right now. We had Daemon. Now we have Aemond, which is like, I guess like Daemon Light maybe right now. I like how he really is kind of looking up to Daemon. So Aemond, it would be really fun because you have this eye patch on here that's really cool. We still have the really long blonde hair, and he is wearing the leather, so He wears sort of this tighter black leather outfit. I love the sleeve here. We have this sort of cap sleeve that goes over his undersleeve. And we have, looks like this one is black. I know he's like team green, and his whole house kind of wears green, but Aemond does wear black, sort of like a mini Daemon. So we would do this sort of black leather overvest and these tighter black leather sleeves underneath. This is sort of long on him. Can't see in this picture, but it does go down past his hips. So we'd have this long leather jacket on you with those like elaborate buttons on it. Sort of these, not even really buttons, but almost like buckles, like belt buckles. Not really you can see, but we have like belt buckles there. And then the scar is going to be a really cool element of that costume, because that is like such a big part of his character, having lost his eye and gained a dragon. So we'll have the scar on the eye, we'll have the eye patch, we'll do the full black leather with the buckles in the front. I think that could be really fun. Yeah, okay. Next, totally changing gears. This came out quite a bit earlier in the year, but we have Elizabeth Holmes. Yeah. Did you see that show with, I think it was Amanda Seyfried in it? Yeah, it was really good, I thought. So, as we know, Elizabeth Holmes with Theranos. This could be kind of an interesting costume here. It's a little bit more basic of a costume, but still very recognizable. So we have her Steve Jobs inspired turtleneck. You can kind of see peeking out underneath, and she's wearing a black suit over it in this picture. So we could do the black suit. It's just a black coat and black pants over the black turtleneck, or you could just do the black turtleneck with whatever pants you like. Could be a little bit more comfortable on this one while still being very recognizable and appropriate for Halloween. Of course, we have her signature red lip in this picture, and then the sort of frizzy, messy blonde hair. We have a lot of blondes in these costumes, right? So this one could be cool because, again, I have a great wig for it. The costume itself is a little bit easier, so we could really focus on doing an accurate type cosplay, with the makeup and the hair and everything. Yeah, okay, so you do kind of like that one, but thinking maybe more elaborate for costume. That's absolutely understandable. Okay, so we'll eliminate that for now. Alright, so this next one, if you want to go more over the top for costume, thinking Vegas, we're thinking lights, something really fun. We have Elvis. Specifically, this is like Austin Butler's version of Elvis. I don't know if you saw the movie that came out this year. Oh, great. So you're very up on pop culture, yeah. So you're probably familiar with this then. So here he is. We have the whole pink suit. He has the sort of pink jacket and pants. It's in this sort of fabric that has sort of a sheen to it, but not too shiny. It's just sort of a little bit of a sheen, and the fabric drapes really nicely. It's a little bit thinner, so it really moves with the body, which makes sense because he did so much moving on the stage, you know. This one would be really fun for props too, because you could carry a whole guitar. That could be really cool. Do you play the guitar? Oh my gosh, okay. So this could be really fun. You could even bust out some songs throughout the night. Yeah, okay. If you look in this costume, I'm having kind of a hard time telling if this is a navy blue that goes with the pink or if it's a black. So we could do either. We could do a navy blue for that portion of the costume, or we could do black. Either one would look really good with the pink. And then the hair for this one, again, I have a great wig that I think will look really good on you. We have those sort of loose pieces in the front like he has here. You can see this little loose pieces of hair he has in the front, and just think that would be really neat. So we could do really any version of Elvis. I just thought because the movie just came out and it's so popular, we could do specifically a really memorable costume from the movie. We could also do like white Vegas Elvis, where he's starting to get just a little bit older and like all in white, sort of maybe even like golden studs on there, very over the top Vegas style Elvis. And here he's still a little bit younger, very, very flashy, really cool though. I like the pink. Yeah, it's a little different, you know. You see Vegas Elvis, like the white Elvis. I say white Elvis, but it's like white outfit a lot with impersonators, but you don't see the pink as often, so I think that's fun. And this next one, again, switching gears, we're all over the map here, and this might as well have been years ago now, I guess, but we have Eddie Munson from Stranger Things, because that did come out this year, believe it or not. So this could be really cool. Again, very recognizable. We have Eddie with his very recognizable hair. Again, I have all the great wigs. We have his Hellfire Club t-shirt underneath. We have the jacket, which is denim on the inside here, with the black leather sleeves. Could do that, and then just some ripped jeans would be good here. And I don't think I wouldn't even make the jeans. I have a great pair that I have in mind that has this sort of distressed look. We see he has the rips in the knees and plain white sneakers here. So this costume, I think a lot of it would be a little bit less custom. Obviously, we'll make sure it fits you. I'll do some tailoring, but I think we're gonna go with some ready-made pieces if we do this one, and I will tailor them to fit you. Again, I have a great distributor, so we have all of this stuff that we can get for you, and then the wig, of course, is going to tie it all together. We also have some really, really fun accessories with the rings on his fingers, if you can see there. So that'll be cool. We have this chain down here that you can wear. So still a lot of really fun elements in this slightly more comfortable costume. Okay, so you like that one too? And the last one I was thinking about is one of the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus, because you know we just had the new version come out. I haven't personally seen it yet, but I think any of these characters is going to be very nostalgic for millennials in particular. We grew up with the movie, and then with the new one coming out this year, very appropriate costume for this year. So we could be any of the Sanderson sisters. I always lean toward Winifred, you know, the leader. We have this really cool red hair that Bette Midler has in here. We have the very detailed green velvet dress. We have yellow symbols on there in the middle. We have some ties that go down her chest with like a purple underlayer. And of course that green velvet over it. Looks like she's also wearing a green velvet cloak. So this is really cool because although I think it could still be kind of comfortable, it is multi-layered, has a lot of fun details, could do some really cool embroidery and stitching to match what she has. And again, another very recognizable pop culture type costume. So those are the ones I pulled initially. I have a lot more if you want to go into some more. Oh, okay. So you really liked that. That is so fun. Okay. I love it. So I think that you will make a fabulous demon from House of the Dragon. We can definitely do that. I love all of the armor elements of that. It's going to be really elaborate. Try not to make it too heavy. Do you know what the environment is that you're going to be in on Halloween? Do you want something that's warmer, or would you prefer to have something a little lighter that you're not going to overheat in? Okay, yeah, we can definitely look into that. That's not a problem. Yeah, I think I could probably get this done in. This one will take a little bit longer. I'd say probably 3 weeks. Still in plenty of time for Halloween or any parties you might be attending, so that's good. But I'm just looking at all of the things we need to look at for today, so I definitely want to measure. You for the wig, because we can do a custom one that fits you perfectly. It'll be that great lace front, so we can have all those like baby hairs in the front. I want to measure your shoulders. We'll get around. Yeah, we'll just do all the regular measurements, but of course I want to pay special attention for that wig for sure. And are you interested in the dagger and sword props? Perfect, okay. So we'll get those for you. Do you think you might want them customized to look exactly like his? Are we really going in depth with this? I love that. Okay, so we're kind of gonna go all out. We'll go full immersion. And do you already have somebody who's going to be doing your makeup? Or are you gonna do it yourself? Because we might want to dirty you up. Okay, perfect. Yeah, you have a makeup artist. So I'll just make sure that we have the costume and the hair. You can take care of the makeup with your makeup artist, but I can send you this look if you want, because I think it would be really cool. Perfect, yeah. I'll send that to you for your makeup artist. So we set this over here. Okay, I'll just grab my tape measure here so that I can get you measured for the costume, okay? I'm going to start by just measuring around your head for the wig. Just come up here and come around. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we have. Alright, just write that down. Bring that over here so I can write it all down. And now I'm going to measure around your neck. So we're just getting the width of your neck. I'm going to come around behind you. Okay. Just get that all around there. And that's about 18 inches. Now I'm going to measure the width of your shoulders, okay? So just edge of your shoulder to the edge of your shoulder. Alright, there we go. Thank you. Just get that there. Just set this over here. Okay, and I'm gonna measure the length of your arm. So we'll go from the top of your shoulder all the way down to the wrist bone. Okay, that's good. And other side, most likely about the same, but we'll do both again. Measuring the length of your arms for your sleeves. Okay, yep, those are both the same. Now, because we're doing the sort of armor on the sleeve, even though it's not going to be a hard armor, I do want to get the circumference of your arm. So we'll just come on under here. Make sure that this fits really well. And, okay, just put that around your arm. Good. And the other side is most likely the same, so let me just get this around arm here. Good. Alright, I'm going to slide that down a little bit below your bicep. Good. And then the other side too. I'll slide it down to below your bicep. Good. Alright. Okay, and then can I get around your forearm as well? We just want to make sure that these sleeves fit really, really well. Okay. Good. Other side. Good. And then your wrist itself. Okay. Over here. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, now I'm going to measure the length of your torso. So I'm actually going to go from your collarbone down to your belly button, okay? Just gonna be in the middle. Okay, do that. Good. And then actually I'm gonna do collarbone down to where your pants would start. Make sure we have the perfect length for everything. Okay, and then I'm gonna measure all the way down to where I think the jacket should end. Alright, yeah. No, I think that'll be a really good length for this costume. Can I measure your waist? Just coming around back behind you again. Loop this around. Alright, so your waist. Good. And I'm going to bring it down just a little bit further to see your hips. Good. Alright. Fabulous. I can do your leg as well while we're here. If you want to just extend your leg out, you don't even have to stand up. You can do from your hip. Okay. Good. And then the other side. Good. So I'm just going from your hip joint basically to where your pants should end. Alright. That way we have your pants the right length. What size shoe do you wear? Okay. Yeah, no, I don't need to measure those. It's a very standard shoe. So it should fit like your regular shoe size. And we don't make those. I have a couple different pairs in different sizes, so just make sure that we have one that looks right with the outfit and is your size. Okay. I'm gonna measure the circumference of your thighs next. So if I could just get underneath here, loop that around. Okay, that's one thigh. And then the other side. Very good. Okay, write that down. So I have done just secure down the head, neck, shoulders, torso, and length of jacket. We've done the sleeves, circumference of the arms, we've done length of the pants, size of the waist and hips, and the thighs. Got your shoe size. Okay. Let me just do a couple more measurements just with your head to make sure that we are good to go on the wig. So look across here. Good. Just actual face measurement. Okay, other side here. Good. Okay. Good. All right. I'm gonna double get a second measurement for your shoulders for where I think the cap sleeve should end. Okay. There we go. All right. And that should be good for measurements. Just put that aside for now. I am gonna do a quick sketch of you just so that I can get your body proportions correct, and then we'll make the costume from that, make it look as much like Damon as possible. So let me just change my pen there. There we go. Okay, just look down the lines of your neck. Arms. Good. Okay. All right. Here, there. Okay. Just looking at where I think the. If I can get back to the other. Looking at where I think the armor should end on you versus on Damon. We have it down. It goes down past his. If you'll excuse all my sketching on this picture, we have it going down past his elbow. And then the rest of that is sort of a loose-fitting leather sleeve. Okay, so the breastplate's going to cut in up here. We have this sort of gap where it's just leather and stitching. And then we have the armor going down the sides. Okay, that's where the leather and the stitching would be. Okay, we're going to come up to here with the armor on the neck. Is a couple of inches of clearance on the neck armor. He does have some additional armor, sort of the thighs there. Let me actually measure one more thing. I'm going to get a width here of the top of your thigh. Good. Okay, other side here. Good. And then let me measure how far I think that torso armor should go. Just right here. Okay. All right. Just making sure I have everything I need to get the costume started. What I would like to do is start on the costume and then have you come back in a week and a half, and we'll see how it's fitting you at that point, and I can make alterations as we go along just to make sure it is perfectly tailored to you, okay? But I think I know exactly what I want to do to make this really special for you. I think you're really gonna like it. So right now, what I'm gonna start doing is picking out elements for the costume, fabrics, materials, so that we can make that armor and then the leather undershirt. So I'll start by choosing fabrics, and then we can start making customizations, even like some embossing to that fake armor over. It will be very light, but I think it's gonna look really accurate and cool. So I think you're really gonna like that costume. Do you have anything you want to add to it? Anything that the picture doesn't show? Other props or anything that you're really interested in? Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, we can work on a dragon egg for you. Dragon egg. That's fun. I could work on it, but I do have a prop guy that I think would love this project. He wouldn't want to pass it up. So I'm gonna have my prop guy work on the dragon egg and the sword and dagger. I'll work on the armor and all of the elements of your wearable costume. Make sure that wig is good. And then at the week and a half mark, when we bring you back, I'll also try the wig on you. We'll lay it down fully and everything with the lace front, get it all good to go, and make sure that that looks perfect, because that's a really important part of the Damon costume. Any Targaryen needs their hair. Okay. Yeah, so I think I know exactly how to make this right for you. I know exactly how to get started, so I will be in touch if I need anything before that halfway mark, but let's see, about a week and a half. Can you come back in next Thursday? Okay, so yeah, not 2 days from now. So we'll do next Thursday. What time works for you? Yeah, that works for me. Okay, so 3 p.m. by then I should have a lot of progress made on your costume, and we'll get the wig sorted and we will get you all customized. Okay, so I'm really, really excited about working on this costume for you. I'll send you some updates as I'm going along, and if I have anything that I have some selections for you to make, I'll be in touch with those too. I can send you pictures of the different options. Is it better to text you or email you? Okay, let me make sure I have your phone number correct. Is it ending in 2656? Oh, okay. Go ahead. Okay, so I can text that number and send you any options if I have pictures to show you or need input on anything. I really want this to be something that you're happy with and feel like you've had input on, okay? Perfect. If you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to give me a call. I'm also here pretty much every day from 8 to 5, so if you want to drop in, see any progress, feel free at any time, okay? Alright, so I will see you next Thursday at 3 p.m. and I'll be texting you. Okay, perfect. I'll also text you that picture right away so that you can start planning with your makeup artist. Fabulous. All right, I'm really excited to get to work on this, so I will let you know any updates and I will see you very soon, okay?